Okay, so let's continue the grid view, or yes, grid template. Now we're going to discuss about the grid template columns property. This one. So this property defines the number of the columns in your grid layout, and it can define the width of each column. The value is a space-separated list where each value defines the width of the respective column. If you want to grid layout to contains 4 columns, specify the width of the 4 columns, or auto if all columns should have the same width. And so if you want to make a grid with 4 columns with the same width, then just write the value auto. This one is 3 auto, so they have the same width. This one, look at the 6, 7, and 8. Not unless if we're going to customize the width and the height of our rows and column. So in grid template columns, we can use to specify the size of the columns. So for example, so this one, 80px, and then 200px, and this one is auto. This one is 40px. Okay, that one. So we have 80px, we have 200px, we have the auto, and 40px. So the rest of the size is going to take with the auto part. So if ako i-auto po ng 40, kaning auto nga una, mag-share sila. Ila i-equal ning ilahong 3 and 4. That one. So that's how you customize or to specify the size of the columns. And we have also grid template rows property. So it defines the height of each rows. The value is a space separated list where each value defines the height of the respective row. For example, so grid dash template rows is 80px and 200px. So this one is 80px and this one is 200px. This one is as is, not unless if we're going to resize the height of the third rows. For example, let's say 500px. So this one will be 500px. The height of number 9 is 500px. So that one. So this is 80px, is 200px, and 500px is number 9. Next, we have the justify content property. So to justify content property, going to erase this one. I'm gonna change this one into auto again. Para same silag sizes tanan. That one. Okay. So justify content. We have this property, we have space evenly. Kasi napa ni ron. Okay, that one. Another one is space space around. Okay. Space between. That one. And of course, we can use center. Or pwede sa start, like sa start sila magtapok. Pwede po sa end. Sa end sila magtapok. Ayan. So, aside sa justify content, we have also align content. So, this property, it is used to vertically align the whole grid inside of the container. For example, align content. So, we have align dash content is center. Pero butangan natin siya height. Where height is 400 px. So, center siya. Kaya ito ibutag 1,000 para maklara. Okay, that one. This is the height. One. Pero ilahong but the content is in the center of the container. This is the container. The height of the container, but the content is in the center. So, same as Japan, space evenly. Siya, space around. Space between. Pero sa ano siya? Sulod sa container and space evenly. Start and end also. So, start sa taas na ni siya. Then, end sa ilalim po siya. Opposite siya sa justify content. So, next is we have to do the 5 items grid layout. So, let's try. Gonna try this one. Display grid. Tab. External. Yes. I mean, we're gonna try this. Grid dash column. And 1 slash span of 2. So this one is, this property is a shorthand property that specifies the size and location of the grid within the grid column. For example, I'm gonna run this here. So 1 span of 2, which means it will start with the column 1, but the size is 2, 1 and 2, but it will start at the first column. Another example. The number of columns is 5. The height of number 1 is 5 column. But then, it will start with number 1. Kasugod siya sa first column, pero iyahong size is 5 columns. So, kasugod siya sa first column, pero iyang height is 5 columns. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will edit this example. Kasugod siya sa third column, pero iyang height is 3 columns. It's not height, I mean it's the width. The width is 3 columns. So, start siya sa third column, pero iyang width is 3 columns. Start siya sa 3, so 1, 2, and 3. 3, pero iyang width is 3 columns. 1, 2, and 3. That's it. And the grid row is where number 1 is located, which row aso siya, nato siya i-locate. So, let's say, since naman siya sa row 1, ato siya ibalin sa row 3. Example row 3. So, mabalin siya sa row 3. Pwede nato siya ibalin sa row 2. That one. Pero, ato naman siya ibalin sa row 1. Okay, that one. For item number 2, so, grid column, grid dash column is 3. Nag-start siya sa 3. Di man niya masapawan si 1 since 1 is starting with the third column. Since number 1 is starting with the third column, di niya masapawan si 1. So, of course, balin siya sa next line. Okay. Item number 3. Gonna put number 3, ibutang nato sa taas. Kani si 3, ibutang nato sa taas. So, let's say, grid column number 2. So, dili siya sa ilalom. Ikaduwa siya magsugod, pero I guess sa ilalom pa siya. Dili pa siya malocate, not unless if ato siya ibutang asa siya nga row. So, grid dash row 1, pinakataas. So, ibalin sa taas. So, that one. How about number 9? So, si item number 9, it's a class because we have item 9 here. So, item 9. And the grid column, grid dash column is 1. So, ato siya, pero ato siya i-locate the rest, tapat ni 3. So, grid dash row is 1. So, si item number 2 is, you're gonna put a span on yung row. So, grid dash, I don't know, number 3 na lang. Kaya since number 3 is 1 na naman daan, so, you're gonna put a span for number 3. So, the span row ha. So, ato siyang, and the span is 3. So, yung height is 3 rows. May mong 3 rows. 1, 2, and 3. That one. For number 9, we're gonna change the width. So, since si 9 man ang pinakauna dere, ma-overwrite niya ang width ni 3. O ni 1 kay siya may pinakauna. So, since siya may pinakauna, say, kung ako siyang, let's say, ang width niya is butangan ako 2. So, may tabo, column 1 and column 2. Pero iya matabunan si 3. Mo niya matabo. Kaya siya may pinakauna. So, unless si 1, let's say ako A5. Kaya yung pinaka-last, create siya iyang own nga height. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pero kaning si 3, if ako siyang butang height, matabunan niya si 1. Span of 3. Example. So, it's 1, 2, and 3. Matabunan niya. Oh my, sorry. That one. 1, 2, 3. Supposed to be 1 is 6. So, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm supposed to be 1 is 5. So, the start race is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. So, same pa ni 9. Since 9 may pinakauna kay number 3. So, ato siya is span of 2. Matabo na ni siya. That one. But the good thing is responsive ra jud siya. Okay? Aside from span 5, which is span 5 is the width of each sections or of each item, we can use number alone to identify the location of the column line. It's the column line. For example, item 1. Example. Okay, that one. Nag-start sa 3. Pero nag-end sa 5th. So, line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, natabunan siya. But, if mag-end sa 10, automatic, kaya siya, o yung 10. So, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. So, 10. Pero, let's say, ito is 6 lang. 6. So, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then, si number 3, mag-end siya sa 3 line. So, it's 1, 2, and 3. Like that. So, how about the grid row? So, for example, number 3. Number 3 ends with the third line. Kani, row 3. Per kani, line 3. Katong ganina is row 3, row 1, row 2, row 3. Kani, third line. So, if ato siya i-run, na siya sa third line. So, it's 1, 2, and 3. For example, number 9. And I will change this 1 into... I will add 3. Then, it's... The grid row is 3 lines. So, 1, 2, and 3. Manayang height. That's it. I hope you understand. Next is grid area property. So, it can be used as a shorthand property for the grid dash row dash start and grid dash column dash start, then grid dash row dash end, and grid dash column dash end properties. Kung i-remove tanan, I'm gonna give you an example. Okay, that one. For example, I'm going to use number 5. So let's make item 5 starts on row line 1 and column 2 and ends on row line 5 and column 6. So for example, item 5. So the grid area, so the area of column 5 will start at row line 1 and column line 2. Row line 1, column 1, 2. That's then gonna add iyang end. Mag-end siya sa row line 5 og sa column 6. So this one, row line 5, so 1 2 3 4, row line day 1 2 3 4 5, and column 6. So 1 1 2 3 4, column line, and column line 6. So 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. If dili ni 5 say tunga-tunga nila, it's 4. Let's say item 4. Let's say mag-end siya sa 5. End siya sa row line 5 and column line 5. Okay, that one. Yaka medyo nice siya lantawan. So this one is a row line, then column line starts at row line and column line and ends with row line and column line. So this is grid area property. Now last is we're going to proceed to naming grid items. We're going to use the grid area property, and it is used to assign a name to grid items. So name grid items can be referred by the grid template dash areas property of the grid container. For example, item 1, then grid dash template areas. Ay, sorry. Dili mo. Ito siya butangan og name. Grid area is to say my area. Dayan, grid dash template areas. I can use my area. Okay, that one. So, si item number 1, ang area ni item number 1 is iyang gikuha tanang column niya, tanang template niya. Another example is let the my area span 2 columns in a 5 columns grid layout. So, for example, my area, then to look at that 1 2 and 3. So period signs, it represents items with no name. So that one, and then add tab 4 na. So my area dayon upat ka that 1 2 3 and 4. So let's make item 1 span 2 columns and 2 rows. How to do it? So this one and that one. So my area, this is the 2 columns, and iyahong ko kaning pikas, what is this? Apostrophe is the rows. So we can define the 2 rows and columns inside another set of the apostrophes by using the apostrophe. So this is the column and the other apostrophes is the rows. So last is we're going to name all items, and we're going to create a web page template by using the naming items. So here, example,
so item number 5, item 2, 3. So kanisha is the header. This one is the menu. This one is the main. This one is the right. This one is the footer. Excuse me. So atong buhaton, pwede change this one. So it's a header, pila ka header, part 1, 2, 3. Lima na lang. Right.
so that is item 1. So 5. 6 ug 7. Ato i-remove sa ang 6 ug 7 dali. Kasi ito gamit nila. Oh, I'm going to change the name. But before this one, kay number 1 naman gud siya. I will change item 1.
To header kita naming naman data. So this is the header. This is the menu. 3 is the main. 5 is the footer.
Okay. So header. So 6 header. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ato dugangan. So 6 header. Then next is we have the menu.
And then the main. And the main. And then the right.
That one. Okay, so we have this. Good thing lang pod is it's very responsive. Okay, that's for the grid view. It's your turn. So your hands-on 11 is going to create a grid view. Here, dagang grid view dere. This one. This one. Dere, ingani yung gaman. This one. Akain na lang. So, please do this. This one is your hands-on 11. If you have any question, please do PM me or direct message to me if na may kalibugan. Okay? So, that's all. Thank you. Bye.